Equation of a straight line, part 1. In this lesson, we are going to be looking at the equation for a straight line and seeing what the variables represent. And we are going to draw straight lines for c equals 0 and positive gradients. Let us remind ourselves of what the Cartesian plane is. Cartesian plane is a grid like so, which has an x and y axis. So x is the horizontal and y is the vertical. And every point on this grid gives us an x coordinate and a y coordinate. For example, here the x value is 0 and the y value is 0. We call this the origin. This point here, the x value is 3 and the y value is also 3. This point, x is 5 and y is 5. What do you notice about the x and y coordinates? Well, in this case, the x value and the y value are equal. So we say that y is equal to x. And if we were to connect these points with a straight line like this, then every single point on this line, every single set of coordinates will satisfy this equation. We call this the equation of this straight line. Let's try this one. Again, we've got a point here, which is the origin, so 0, 0. This point here, we're going to have 1, 2. This point here, we're going to have 2, 4. And this point, what will this point be? It's going to be 4 for the x coordinate and 8 for the y coordinate. So what will the relationship be for this one? Well, if you figured that out, it would be y is equal to 2x. The y coordinate is 2 times the x coordinate. And if we draw a straight line connecting these points, then every single set of coordinates on this straight line will satisfy this equation. Getting a bit trickier now. This point here, x is 0 and y is 2. X is 1, y is 4. X is 2, y is 6. And x is 3, y is 8. So take a minute there, think about what the relationship between the y coordinate and the x coordinate is. Well, here, if we were to double the x coordinate, so 2 times 1, and then we add 2, we're going to get 4. Same here, if we double the x coordinate, 2 times 2 will be 4, add 2, we're going to get 6. If we double the x coordinate, 2 times 3 is 6, then we add 2 to get 8. So in this case, y is equal to 2x plus 2. Again, every single set of coordinates on this line will satisfy this equation. So this is the basis of the equation of a straight line. And the equation tells us, well, it's y equals mx plus c, and this tells us how each y coordinate relates to each x coordinate for a given gradient and a y-intercept. So a real life example, if we're hiring a painter decorator to paint our living room, we might be given the equation of a straight line which relates the cost to the hours taken for a given hourly rate and an initial charge. And we might refer to a chart or a graph like this, which is the graph of a straight line, and we can simply say how many hours would it take, and we can get the cost from the straight line graph. So let's have a go of plotting the straight line for y equals 2x. Well, first of all, y equals 2x is y equals mx plus c, where m is 2 and c is equal to 0. So if the y-intercept is 0, we often eliminate that. So y equals 2x. So what's the gradient? We know it's 2, and we know that we have to split that into a fraction, which is 2 over 1, because that tells us the change in y value over the change in x value. So we have to move up 2 and move right 1. Because c is 0, we're going to start at the origin, and then we're going to move up 2, and we're going to move to the right 1. We're going to move up 2, move to the right 1. Move up 2, move to the right 1, and so on, until we've got enough points, and we can go this direction as well. Then we're going to connect these points up. And every single set of coordinates on this line will satisfy this equation. And now let's try this one. Let's put the line of y equals a half x. M is 1 over 2, which tells us the change in y value divided by the change in x value. So we're going to move up 1 and we're going to move to the right 2. Moving up because it's positive. So we're going to start at the origin because c equals 0 again. And then we're going to move up 1 and then move along to the right 2. Move up 1, move to the right 2. And we're going to do this, keep going until we've got enough points to draw our line. And then we're going to connect the points up with a ruler. And that is how we draw the straight lines.